Yeah, well, not much of interest in video, but people, one or two are saying, come on, get some videos made. Yeah, I'll be on every 5 watch them. Anyway, my spring project, it's about time to start that, I think, which is to make some more ornaments. When I was making them last year, those trophies you saw, that my neighbours saw them and I was chatting about it to my other mates and they said, well, you ought to make some, you know, and tend to a car boot and sell them or something. Yeah, it's only a cheap hobby. I mean, I can't sell them for what they're worth, but you've seen the video of this one, of course, which turned out alright actually, but there's a lot of work in them, you know, and someone said, yeah, you probably sell it for 20 quid, but it's probably, no, I know you don't count your time watching television, but all the same, you've got to count something. Anyway, I said, right, I'll start collecting stuff. This is before I did my steam engine, last year, and we'll see what we can do. Anyway, I've only got a few bases left, that's why I used them for the trophies. Clutches make good bases, and they can make ornaments, you know, I mean, like, so I've only got, I'm supposed to have about 40 or 50 be there, and what have I got? What have I got? Oh dear, about 5 or 6 all told. I might be able to cut them. Anyway, yesterday I did they've saved me a few more clutches, and you can get 3 or 4 bases out of each one, but I haven't got, and I've been given a few spanners, so I've got a few old tools, so I've probably got enough to make 3 or 4. So that's it, that's my spring project anyway. But I mean, even these, to take these to pieces, you've got to grind all those rivets off, you know, and that takes a while. You can use the springs out of them, they make good ornaments, and the centres, you know, so we've got enough for 1 or 2, just starting. And like these pieces, I don't know if I can use them or not, I've kept everything for it. I've got 1 or 2 more bits upstairs I'll show you, but we're blooming short actually. And I've raided everyone's scrap bins and stuff in the past. But it does mean I've got to go to, they have an auction, but it's 30 miles away, so I've got to go there and see if I can buy a few tools. Yeah, I know it's a day out, but all the same, it's, you know, I mean, I made one before like this, and it actually did come alright. If you use a base, say something like this, now, that won't come out. But anyway, if you use a base, something like that, and then put something on top of bearing or something like that, and do that, they look alright, you know. So I've got a little bit that, as you can see, I've nearly got out, have I? Well, I've made a start. Got one to bits, and in fact it's a productive one. It's got some decent bits in this, probably of them things, there's some nice springs, they can, you know, probably do one using those again. The trouble is, all these have to be cleaned up regardless. Welding springs aren't very good, so I mean, it's a long-winded job, isn't it? But yeah, there's some bits we can use anyway. What I'll do, I've got one here. I'll just chuck it in this scrap bucket, and then we'll take it up. And we don't want that bit. And end of the day, we'll put it all in one bucket. And I've got one upstairs, I'll show you at the end. Another bit that's come off, that bit will be alright, obviously, you know, all for base. We'll see what we've got. But it's, it's time constant. It doesn't matter about time. Do you count your time watching telly? No, I haven't got a telly, as you know. But I don't even know if I can do this one-handed. Or not. I'll just see. It might do it. pieces. You know, the good thing about clutches, they're well made. The bad thing is when you have to take them to bits. So, as I say, we just, you know, they're asking me for videos I ain't got to make. But this is the spring project. I'm supposed to have some of these done by now, but we haven't. So, there we are. I can only use what I've got. And I've got another spring project coming up, another project. Hopefully a bit more interested engine, but I had a word with the lad last night and it'll be a week or two before we get that now. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, that's come off alright. Trouble is, all these, you've got to grind all the rivets off first, which of course is time consuming, as you know. Then you've got to knock them off, then everything's got to be cleaned. Except for, I won't do 1 or 2 rusty ones, but painted ones, they're quite time consuming. They are. That's another one, half in pieces. But yeah, they make good bases. I obviously don't want them all the same, but I've got 1 or 2 other bits and pieces I'll show you in a minute when we get this one off, because there's the other side of this takeoff. You see, they're all different, of course. I'm not sure that I can do this one-handed. No, but that again has produced another good bit, you know. So yeah, we can make a few, you know. They'll all be different, they're all individual, all one-offs, but that's that. Right, anyway, enough of that for a minute. I'll see if I can do another one or not. That one, yeah, that's to the clutch in it, so I've only got those 4 if I grind those off and do that one, that'll give us another one. That one and that one look a bit, no, I don't think we can use those unless I get the, yeah, I might be able to use the middle out, that one, but that's a lot of work to get that off, and that one in. So we'll bin that, but I'll just do this one. Right, when I've done it, I won't bore you with just showing you this bit, and when I've done it we'll pop upstairs and take everything together and see what we've got. Well, an hour and a quarter later, I've got those few bits done. Anyway, to start, and I've got a few spanners left, which I found from last time, and I don't know if you saw the trophy one I made with these old bolts. Well, they're all out of old engines, you know, so, you know, I can maybe make something with that. So I've got enough to make a start, but that's about all. Still ain't got. So, my neighbour gave me this bag of old tools the other day when I was making those, so I don't know what we've got in here. We'll have to have a look, see what there is. No idea. Exciting, isn't it? Not really. Oh. Well, there's spanners there. We can make a few because people seem to like those, don't they? Well, that's alright. What else have we got here? I'm not tipping this out, but that's one of my bases I made. And I don't know if you can see in this bag, it's a bit dark. There's nothing exciting, I'm afraid. But there are some more spanners. And like I said, that old tools for what I need to buy to make them with. And these are all old ones, so, you know, there's a few bits and pieces, isn't there? We should be able to, I've probably got enough for half a dozen, something like that. Something like that. We'll have to see. Anything else in here? Just looking. Oh, I'll tell you what there is in here. Look at that, an old steel. What you sharpen your carving knife on for your Sunday roast. Hey? Yeah, that's alright. Worth more than the rest of it. I like that. But what I have got is one other thing. I've also, by the way, got this bucket full of mainly junk. There's a bit of chain, bit of rusted chain, and a few bits and pieces and one or two springs again, but we need stuff to put on top because, like I said, they've all got to be different, haven't they? So I've got a few bits and pieces, but one thing I got was one of these old cam sprockets that I've used before, and I thought, well, for myself this is. I haven't quite decided how to do it yet, but I think I've got to make myself a table lamp with that as a base. I'm not sure what we've got yet, but so that's one project I can show you doing, can't I? We'll do that. Right, so that's it. So you know what we're doing, and again, not the most exciting lot, but people do like them. So, you know, who is it for me to say not to do it? Is there any more in here? I'm just having a quick look in here to see what it's given us. So, yeah, we've got, I'll chuck all them in that bag and they can go in that bucket then. And they're all together. I think that's about it for interest in here. I like, oh, there's another spanner. That can go there. Like I said, exciting. Oh, nice old knife there. That is. Yeah, so I've got that and a steel out the job. Yeah, they're alright in their own right, aren't they? I like them. Right, we'll have those. And anything else, I'm just do the rest of it now. Not really anything of, oh, another spanner there, missed. That's it. Right, I'll chuck them in that bag and they can go back in here and we'll clear up. So you've got a clue of what we're doing anyway, and we've got a few bits and pieces to make a start. But it's the trouble is, it's the cleaning up. Now these, because they're nice original paint on them and old, I want to, you know, a bit of oil and stuff. I'll just clean them up and they'll be very good to use as original without being painted. Whereas if you do engine parts, they want, you know, those want painting, of course. Same as if you do the clutch ones. I mean, like these, as I showed you downstairs, I think. I mean, simple ones, that with one other part, something else, you know, something like that, and that'll make a nice one, right? So we've got a few bits to make a start. You know, that's the main thing, isn't it? So we'll get on in the next few days or a week or two and make one or two and see how it goes. Right, ideas. Come on, thoughts on it? Bit of feedback again, eh? See what you think.